Why could it be lost as if you lose a password? It is not a supernatural act of God. It's the same process that connects vomit to disgust. Hi, my name is Darren Gozali. I'm the founder of Catholicer, and I just spoke in tongue. In 2006, when studying at the University of Michigan, I got invited to an Ann Arbor charismatic Catholic church. The next year, at a retreat in Ohio, I received the gift of tongue for the first time. I've been privileged to lead some Catholic communities in the US and pray over others to receive this very incredible gift at retreat, small group, beach, or sometimes casually over Zoom. As a Catholic, we know that speaking in tongue is one of those 9 minor gifts of the Holy Spirit. But I gotta admit, I've been suspicious about a lot of different things. Like, why does touching the subject's head or shoulder make it easier for them to receive the gift? Why do they sound similar in a group but different in different countries? Why do we tell people to wiggle their tongue when they are trying to receive the gift? Why could it be lost as if you lose a password? In these recent years, I've been focusing on my inner self, striving to imitate Jesus' mindsets in particular. This includes ditching and deleting tons of sub-memories that mess with my head, make me anxious and tense my muscles. I recall the first few times I successfully separated a muscle memory from a cramp and other memories using a visualization technique that I developed myself. I was thrilled to have a better understanding how our memory in the brain works, but the gift of tongue was really clouding my head because of its similarity. I can track the brain activity in the frontal lobe that triggers the same feeling of ecstasy every time I speak in tongue. So, the gift of tongue is all about memory association in the brain. That's it. It's the same process that connects vomit to disgust. And let's say, I have a name of a person that I love so much from an elementary school and every time I recall the name, I feel a huge sense of happiness. This is also similar to when I devote myself to pray in an adoration chapel and focusing myself on Jesus. It puts me in the same state of mind when I am speaking in tongue anywhere. How did somebody get into this state of happiness or in a holy ecstasy, let's say? In a religious community, some folks intentionally show their love and desire for Him during a liturgical prayer or some kind of devotion. But for regular folks like me and you, probably got it from somebody else. We cannot deny it. Usually, a prayer session includes music, a sermon, and other uplifting stuff. But we can also push forward over here in our prefrontal cortex to copy somebody else's emotions and mental image right in front of us. Yes, this is an ability that is natural to our brain. This is how the brain works. It is not a cult, it is not a psychic, it is not energy related. God made us this way, probably so that we can sense each other's feeling. The person receiving it usually follow what is being spelled out loud by the minister, when the minister usually speaks in tongue as well, making the whole group usually in the same region similarly sound, or at least have a similar pattern. It is not unusual to hear somebody in the group effortlessly speaks a foreign language they don't actually know, but somebody else in the room when they receive the gift of tongue actually does it. So this is related to mental image copy that I previously mentioned. You can actually combine a muscular memory of a feeling and your, any of the 5 senses into associations, if you can associate them at will. Even using your own meta word like hula hoop, but probably it's not, reverent to use that word. It's not natural. But anyway, how about putting our hand to somebody else's head or shoulder? Sometimes, just tip of a finger is enough. Frankly speaking, it is similar to what the Mentalist trick to have somebody else switch their projected memory on the left frontal lobe to a blank new canvas in simulation mode. This is important, this simulation mode, to let outside force control their mind. In the case of the gift of tongue, the outside force is the concept of Jesus or Holy Spirit who are very hands-on. How did it get lost? Just like any other memory in the brain, you can either accidentally forget it or purposely disconnect it. You can also reassociate them to make a new sentence. In fact, some of the Catholic communities and Protestant communities are encouraging their members to speak in tongue more and more so that they develop more words. I wonder if this is really good for them, because I don't think it has any benefit at all other than it doesn't sound weird. So it's more like trying to look cool. Oh, by the way, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can hear all about the deep thoughts and the important work that we're doing. So, speaking in tongue is a fantastic way to use our mechanical brain to contemplate on the Lord. It is a fantastic way to have listeners feel what we feel in the prayer or deliverance sessions when we utter them wholeheartedly, especially when you're trying to use the other 9 gifts. However, it is not a supernatural act of God. We gotta admit it. When the sun danced in Fatima, or when Lazarus were revived, this is nothing like those. The way we speak in tongue today isn't like what went down on Pentecost. And also, it's not like the symbolic angelic language that we find throughout the scriptures. St. Paul and my old priest in Ann Arbor tried to speaking in tongue whenever they could, all for the sake of holiness, and it often breaks any form of anxiety. It's really good if you can do it all the time. I believe it lives up to its fame, a gift for sinners. Those people who can't quite master the effort for divine contemplation can still get to the same headspace with this gift at any time, at any place. But I hope with this information, you and your loved one might find clarity and confidence when dealing with this gift. So make sure you hit the like button and drop a comment if you have any burning questions. Thank you.